Yeah, welcome to the Backyard Professor Respond videos. I just got a new blurb on Trump while he was in the Oval Office and his response to the question on drones. Let's take a look. This is very interesting. They are not letting this subject off the hook, which I applaud them for. Yes, I like Trump's response.
But is it anything these drones? Is it anything that people need to be worried?
No, I think it's terrible. I would like to find out what it is and tell the people.
And can you commit to some kind of?
In fact, I'd like to do that. Could we find out what that was, Susie? Okay. Yeah. Why don't we find out immediately? I mean, I can't imagine it's an enemy, or there would have been, people would have gotten blown up all over. Maybe they were testing things. I don't know why they wouldn't have said what it was. They had a lot of them flying over Bedminster, which is interesting.
I like how he immediately responds to his chief of staff. Hey, will you start looking into that? Just off a question. I mean, he's got 35 new executive orders out there. Someone brings up the drones. He goes, yeah, let's look into that. And he brings it on. So the nice thing is this is not going to quiet down. Now, I have had lots of people indicate to me in the comments that the drone situation is still occurring, even though the major news outlets dropped it, of course, because they can't focus on any one subject for more than a week without getting pure bored. And so they brainwashed us into becoming bored when they become bored. But this subject is still in play. This whole situation is still in play. So this is interesting. Tech Chasm also has some other UFO footage that I think is quite interesting. Let's keep looking at him for just a moment. I like what he has. Stuff is still happening. New materials are constantly coming out, whether we talk about ancient UFOs, the Anunnaki, as I just posted a video on, or today's UFOs and situations happening. This entire phenomenon bears interest for us all. It's a huge subject and very relevant. So,
very interesting. So he tells his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, to start the investigation what the New Jersey drones are. And he's actually right. I mean, if it would be an enemy, I don't think they would be just flying around and just show off, but do nothing. It doesn't make any sense for me. It doesn't make any sense. China, Russia, whatever. First of all, they have the capability to stay in the air for 6 hours. They have the capability to go dark. All kinds of crazy stuff. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base was shut down for a few hours, and they just fly around and they just show off. The whole thing doesn't make any sense. So I'm really curious what Trump will find out about the New Jersey drone situation, and if and when this will be released to the public, because we know on this channel here that if there's another component to the whole New Jersey drone situation and a percentage of those drones are not what they seem, that will complicate things, friends. That will complicate things quite a bit. And I'm curious to see if they then will still release the information to the public, because if you will not hear anything within the next few days or weeks of this supposed inquiry into the New Jersey drones, then we can be very sure that something very strange is going on here, friends. Something very strange indeed.
And I like those shots of those drones. Now, he brought up something interesting. If even a percentage of these are odd or different, then that's worth looking into. And that's exactly what Steve Bassett said Sunday on my live show. He said, the way that they're trying to counteract this is to put up our own drones up there and kind of mingle with the other drones that are technically really kind of odd and different, large size, etc. So some of this could be man-made, but some of it could be UAP as well. The lights are different. In reading in Keene's book on the UFOs, she describes how some UFOs have blue lights on them. Some are green, some are red and white, etc. People ask, well, why do UFOs have lights on them? Well, they have to see in the dark too. There's nothing says that they have to be consistently totally dark. So it's a very interesting situation. We'll keep our eyes on it and keep our eyes peeled for further light and knowledge of the UAP. The good news is we hope the response can be quick. Okay, we saw Trump technically say, yeah, I'm going to do something on the first day. And he said, yeah, let's look into it. But I think TechCasm has a point. Let's see when we begin to get information back, because that will be an important part of this inquiry, is the speed. Now, Trump has shown without question he's going to start his stuff right now, pronto, based on what we've seen in his first day of office. He's already attacking the southern border. He's already talking about getting more tech out there for increasing the oil supply. He's going to try to make America great again, rich and prosperous and all that. Okay, so we can see that he's not just sitting back, putting his feet up on the table saying, all right, well, hey, I'm back, No, he's getting to work. We hope that same attitude continues even into this UAP situation. There is still a lot of fresh new video being taken. There's a lot of new analysis. I just saw a program just this morning on a gentleman who has discussed many transplants that have been taken out of abductees. And he had a whole tray of them on there. It was on a documentary, so I probably can't do a video clip because of the copyright. I'll see if I can find it and let you know. But these implants, there's lots of different kinds. He is claiming that these are not Earth-made. They're not from materials from Earth or whatever. Well, why is he holding on to those? Why aren't those being examined by scientists? This has always stumped me about this, the implants. What are you holding on to them for? You've got the video that you have them and all that. Let's find out what they are. What is their function? How do they work? What are they made of, etc.? And maybe I didn't give him the full time of day. I did not watch his entire video. I was miffed that he had so many, and he was saying, well, I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what they are, but they're not of this world. And well, why aren't scientists looking at those? I mean, steady nonstop. Surely there are scientists out there who are very interested in this. Gary Nolan would be one, and maybe hopefully that's happening behind the scenes, but he didn't give me the impression that he was doing anything with them other than making a video. Well, for Pete's sake, let's get this thing going forward. I would think that kind of evidence would be stellar premium evidence for UFOs and aliens, man. So anyway, just my 2 cents worth. I will keep you apprised as more shows up. New news all the time happening in this field, man, whether it's ancient or modern. So stick with me. We will be back with more as it occurs. Have a great day. I'm going to head off to the races for a little while. Kidding. I'm staying inside healing, but it's a good metaphor.